guys, this is COVID conversations with different people to see how they're getting on in lockdown. So you're the post-16 team Grassroots. So what is Grassroots and what do you guys do? Dan?
Grassroots is a unique youth project in Cardiff city centre, serving young people aged 16 to 25 with a range of complex needs, wonderful young people, lots of care experienced young people, lots of young parents, lots of young people who are precariously housed, lots of very, very creative young people. So yeah, so we're a city centre frontline sort of youth project for young people who find themselves in the city centre.
Well, so the first question I got for you, how are you all coping in lockdown and what kind of things help? Lou?
I wasn't at first, I've got to be honest, because digitally I'm not great, but I've learned some new skills with this happening. I'm quite proud of myself in that. I'd never done any of this before. It's all been face-to-face for us, so using our phone, using the laptop has been a great help for all of us to be in contact with the young people, and I think it shocked them as well, us being in contact that way, but they like it because they don't. I know they're not allowed to leave their homes, but they don't have to either to get our advice or our help. So it's going in a great direction for when we do get out of lockdown.
What about you, Sash? How are you coping? What things are helping you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm not very techie, I've got to be honest, so it is a bit of a challenge, working digitally. Doing some other things via, online stuff as well, like the music production course. So my brain is a little bit fried, but yeah, not too bad. Yeah, you just got to go easy on yourself, each day as it comes. And just a little bit of self-care as well, look after yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, really, I think, just taking it slow.
How about you, Gar?
Yeah, doing okay. Just keeping busy. I think that's what helped me. I think just keeping busy. I struggled a bit last week. I think I was getting a bit tired of it all really then last week, and then yeah, I don't know. Keep myself busy.
What kind of things are you doing keeping busy?
At home, I'm contacting with all the kids on my caseload, doing that. But I've got my own 2 children here as well with me, so we're kind of just cooking, growing
TikTok
things,
videos.
doing how-to videos, cooking and things like that. So yeah, all that, just doing little projects at home really. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's good though. Yeah.
How about you, Dan? How are you keeping busy? How are you coping? What things helped you?
I talk to Lee Wright a lot. He's very nice. He's good for me. He helps. No. That's you just gotta. As Sash said, you've got to accept the good days. You've got to, but you've also got to acknowledge the days where where we're not as good as we possibly can be.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that as a team, we're very caring towards one another, and and very, very honest, and we allow ourselves. I can be bluntly honest with with my team, and then I'd like to think that we can all be like that together. So yes, so if we need a crutch, then we've got a crutch. If we need if we need somebody to celebrate with, then we've got that too. So
I think that's the important thing, is just being in touch with
absolutely.
Just got to be in touch. That's the most important thing.
And having the face-to-face on the...
Yeah, just having that contact and having familiar faces who you can talk to and just pick up the phone to, really.
This helps, definitely. This face-to-face definitely helps.
Yeah.
How about you?
How much human interaction you actually need, don't you? And then you see somebody's face on the screen and it's like, hi!
I remember you.
It's nice, yeah, it is. It's nice to catch up this way as well,
And having a nose at everyone's houses.
Well, Lee looks like he's living in the woods right now. Well, not the woods, but he's somewhere. But yeah,
He's out.
Dan's in space.
yes.
Yeah. I'm probably there most of the time, to be honest with you. Space.
So how about you, Lee? What things have been helping you cope during lockdown?
I just like working all the time really, because we've got our day job obviously, and then I've got a couple more assignments to do for uni, so just in front of the computer all day, so a bit boring, but at least I'm not really missing out on any fun stuff because everyone's kind of in the same boat, aren't they?
Yeah.
Double-edged sword for me.
Okay. So what kind of ways have you all been supporting young people? What things have you been doing, obviously remotely? Lou?
Well, what I'm going to say is probably what all 5 of us are going to say. We've been doing food parcels. Morrison's and Sainsbury's have been absolutely amazing. They've been helping us out on a weekly basis with food. So then we've been able to help not just Grassroots. We're able to help the whole of the youth service, really, all the other parts of the youth service that are working with young people. So, you know, it's been massive for us. It's hard work. You know, the collecting, taking it back to Roots, then making up the bags and being there for other people to collect. You know, it's quite tiring, but, you know, I'm glad that we're able to do it because we're helping them. And, you know, I know there's organisations like you can go to the hub and stuff like that, but a lot of them, they won't, excuse me, or they don't think they're entitled to it. So, you know, it's just getting the word out really with everything. But yeah, I'm finding that has been a great way to help the young people with what
it has been really great. Like the families are so appreciative.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a godsend. Thank you.
And like, well, I'll let Gareth say what else we've been doing because otherwise nobody will have anything to say.
Gaza?
Yeah, in addition to that, I ring the you know, the young people on my caseload and just have daily conversations if we can, you know, and just leave it open if they want to get in touch with us. Plus, we've been doing this how to cook kind of thing. So we're doing that through trying to work it so the cheaper the food, we can make something decent out of the cheap food parcels that they're getting or out of the stuff in the cupboard and stuff like that. So we're doing like basic recipes. I can't remember what we've done now, but yeah, we're doing things like that. Enchiladas, sausage rolls, chili, and we're going to do some other stuff as well. So we're going to try and keep that going once we've come out of lockdown as well, and keep it going because I think it's quite important that we continue with the food parcels and providing that kind of opportunity to learn new dishes and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it's all good.
Wow, Lee?
Same as those two really, plus me and Dan also do the Ask a Youth Worker. So we dedicating an hour of our time, Dan on a Monday night, me on a Thursday night, to just be on social media to answer any questions any young people have got.
Do you get many young people asking and stuff?
I haven't had any yet.
Okay, so young people, get on that. What days is it again?
Monday night for Dan, 7 till 8, and Thursday night, 7 till 8 for me.
Okay, cool.
A voluntary relationship, isn't it? You can't force them to get in touch.
Come on, you kids.
Come and ask some
questions. Oh no. Sash?
The same really, just getting in contact with them, you know, via social media, Messenger. I haven't got a works mobile, so I'm not able to do it with that. But yeah, just trying to engage, you know, via social media and stuff. As I said, I've been doing this online music production course as well. It started about 2 weeks ago. So that's with one of our young people from Grassroots as well. She's involved, loving it. So yeah, you know, and yes. Yeah, with the sound progression stuff. So there's, you know, there's lots of courses and stuff that people can get engaged with on there. And yeah, so it's good. Send you around.
And we're doing the Everest Challenge, aren't we?
And we're doing the Everest Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To that.
As it's Mental Health Week and the theme is kindness. So this Friday, youth workers and young people are going to climb the equivalent of Mount Everest for charity. So I think that's
realising this Friday.
How many of you all steps have you all put in for?
100.
100 steps or 100 stairs?
Stairs, flights of stairs.
50.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure I go up and down my own stairs way more times than that per day, to be perfectly honest.
They might have
so
to send the rescue team
to 100.
Dan, how have you been supporting young people?
The
same.
I wouldn't necessarily say that I've been sort of directly supporting young people. I'd like to think that I've been supporting the people that, I've been taking care of the people who are taking care of the people, so I refuse to have a work mobile, and I refuse to do work social, social media, because I'll just get myself into probably a heap of trouble doing that. So I encourage other people to be sector leading, in the way that they maintain innovative and creative contact with young people, and I'm happy to support them to be able to do that.
He's in the trenches with us, and you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you miss most whilst being in lockdown?
Young people.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I didn't say in the other question, but running the parent group, that's really difficult, missing the kids and not being around them. But the guys had an amazing idea. It took me a while to get my head around it, but I'm doing a story time session once a week. Started the first one last week, and I was very, very nervous, obviously, because I'm not great with being recorded or photos or anything, but did it. And the messages we're getting back is the kids absolutely loved it, but it's making them miss Grassroots even more now. So, but it's good. There's good parts of it, because the parents, it gives them a break for however long the story lasts, because they are like really watching it. So that's pretty cool.
That's so nice.
Yeah. I think it was Leo Dano when we were doing a cooking session. I'm not sure who it was, but amazing idea, absolutely amazing. It's gone down really well. Yeah.
Who needs David Williams when you've got Louise?
Or Tom Hardy. You can't beat it.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Well, I was going to do it, but
Sash, what are you missing the most?
Oh yeah, the human interaction, seeing everybody, just going into the building the other day, into Grassroots, to go and do the food parcels. It was just like, seeing everyone. Like I say, I just think you forget how much human interaction you actually need. It's not the same. It's lovely to see you on the screen, don't get me wrong, but it's not the same,
Yeah, it's just nice to get out. But,
yes, it is nice to get out. So just being free. That's what I'm missing. Just being free.
What are you, Dan?
Yeah, it's similar as well. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a routine of going in, seeing people, coping with whatever's presented to us, all the bizarreness that Grassroots is, all the crazy madness that comes in through the door, and just doing what we do, really. It's what we're doing currently. It's amazing, but I think we all feel sort of slightly hampered that we could be doing so much more, but we can't without a building. We can't without the sort of young people coming in. So we've just got to do what we got to do, really.
And I think
we've adapted really well, haven't we?
Yes, we certainly have. I have nothing but proud. I'm very, very proud of the way people have responded. And I'd like to think that that the way we haven't led, because that would be that would be arrogant. But I'd like to think that the commitment that we've dedicated to and shown to youth work, and young people, I'd like that to be encouraged, and mirrored within the wider service as well. Because if we can do it, then everyone can do it.
Yeah. Gaz, what do you miss the most? Let's say the pub.
Just normal life. Yeah. I think I used to take things for granted, going out to the shops and just going out and being able to have that freedom of going out. And I think that's the difference, is that I recognise that wasn't that. Do you know what I mean? We should be kind of just grateful that we can do those things when we come out of lockdown eventually and stuff. But I took a lot for granted. and especially time with my kids. I think I appreciate being with my kids more, because you know you've got to interact with them, and you've got to do things with them, and you've got to teach them and do the school stuff with them and all that. But yeah, it's that interaction that I kind of miss coming out of it. Do you know what I mean? I think I need to have more of that interaction coming out of this, and I think that's what I kind of missed if I think about it. But I don't know. Yeah.
That.
You're Sasha, really?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, me. Yeah, skip parsley.
What do you miss most?
Just getting out and seeing people, but for me, the most thing is playing football. I miss that.
Oh, do you play football? Do you play for a team?
No, just me and my mates on a Monday night, 7-a-side, goal.
No.
But yeah, I missed that. And also watching the football, Liverpool was supposed to be winning the league. We'd have won,
I know.
Going to go up to Liverpool for the parade and all that, but that ain't happening now, is it?
A memory come up on Facebook of a year ago. I was sat eating gyros, watching the FA Cup final in the sun in Greece. And it's like, oh, things have changed.
Have you been watching the Bundesliga though?
I saw that on Saturday.
How rubbish is that?
Oh, well, it's not rubbish. It's just there's no crowd.
No, it's just boring to watch because there's no atmosphere.
I watched Dortmund win 4-0 and it was like watching paint dry.
They not put like hand music or stuff in.
Hands clapping and cheering.
Yeah, they should do. Yeah.
No, there wasn't even that. And there wasn't even that. And there wasn't even much banter on the pitch either. So, yeah, it was some, but still, there was sport to watch, which is good.
I've been watching wrestling with no crowds and they're like trying to get people riled up, which is weird.
Social distance wrestling.
Yeah, how did they do that 2 meters apart?
I think they've got them all in a compound or something.
Like mime artists.
I'm going to grab it now.
It is weird because they pretend to shake hands by shaking elbows, and the next thing they got them in a headlock.
It's weird.
So, what will be the first thing you'll do when you get out of lockdown?
I think.
No, we're not. We're not going to do that.
No, of course we're not.
I guarantee the first thing that we're going to do is we're all going to have a big cuddle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Or we will all have a big team cuddle.
A big cut.
That's what we'll do. And then we go to the pub.
Yeah.
100%.
Well,
hug a bit more then.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a long time before we can cuddle.
Yeah.
Sadly.
And we're not
We'll just hold our breath. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Does anybody do that when they're in the supermarket? I'm terrible for that. When you walk past somebody and you kind of just go, hold your breath. Yeah. So.
No, I'm like that with joggers. They're puffing and puffing their way down the street. It's like, go away. Go away. Be gone with you.
And if someone's not social distancing in the supermarket, I want to like say, excuse me, but then I don't want to like breathe out and have that interaction. I've just walked out of a shop.
I feel bad for going down the wrong way down the aisle with it.
Oh, down the aisles, yeah.
And I forgot something, and you have to go all the way around. So going all the way around the supermarket just to get the right arrow. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
You have to.
I know. I feel bad for it.
Yeah. It's all weird, isn't it? It's all weird.
The extra steps.
Or just walk backwards down the aisle. Just slowly.
No, I think I've done that.
Slowly go back.
I write a list of like where everything is in the shop. So I'm walking up this aisle. That's what I need. I walk up this aisle. It takes a long time.
Yeah, that's an organised. Fair play.
Yeah, I'm not that organised.
No, not me.
No.
I might make a list, but I'd forget it.
It's still on the fridge.
Has anybody run out of toilet roll yet? Either. Do you know what I mean?
I'll just keep saying more.
There's so much toilet roll out there, guys.
There's loads now.
Yeah.
Sorry, my cat's. Oh no.
How long have we been in isolation? How long have we been?
He's pooing in the litter box right next to me.
Nice.
So what's one change that you'll keep after lockdown, Dan?
I don't know really. What change is, I suppose, just sort of trying to do something with your children every day that actually means something. Just sort of that's actually, we're quite good at talking about how we feel in my house, so trying to keep that going really through the grunting years of sort of adolescence, and just sort of just being sort of keeping some honesty really, just keeping it real.
Yeah.
And at this point, Nat, without being rude or anything to anybody else, I'm leaving this conversation because I've got to go and collect the kids. Peace, love, and life to you all. Keep rocking it, and I'll speak to you all later. All right.
Thanks, Dan.
Adios, amigos.
Bye.
Bye.
So, Lou, how about you? One change that you'd like to keep after lockdown?
The way we're contacting young people, actually, because Grassroots is an open door policy project. So we work with young people as they walk through the door, and I find I'm terrible if somebody doesn't come in, like we've been working with somebody and then they don't come in, and you've got to wait for them to come in again to find out if they're okay, what's happened. Whereas now I can ring them, I can text them, and say, you all right? Okay, they can tell me to do one. Yeah, they can tell me to do one, they're fine. Well, you contacted me for, but I think it'll be really important when we go back to work to keep that contact going, because then they can also know that they've got that contact, that they can contact me, and it's not going to be seen as creepy or anything like that, because it seems like the norm right now. So if we continue that, then I reckon it'll be a good point of contact for the kids that we work with.
Saying that, like because when I was younger, I used to go to Grassroots, and I was living in like some shared housing, hostel type thing, and I would go into Grassroots for a bit of respite and stuff, but then I wouldn't see them. But if they had phoned me and said, hey, how are you doing, this and that, I probably would have come in more.
Yeah.
But like, you kind of get stuck in your own life, but actually Grassroots is a massive help to young people. Yeah. So having that phone call, you do have a lifeline. There is Grassroots there, because you can forget about all that.
And showing them that there's still somebody thinking about them, because they can be in the worst situation possible. And they think people don't care, but actually having a text, you all right? Or, giving them a ring, hearing a human voice, and they might not have had that, or that interaction. And, I know what it's like when somebody rings me, oh, hiya, it's really nice. Or I receive a text off somebody, it's like, oh, hiya, it's like what it used to be, a letter. Okay, people don't do that anymore, but we got to adapt to the way that it is working now, So I think it's going to be quite important working this way when we go back.
Yeah,
and they've been so appreciative of it, haven't they? Sorry. Yeah. I'm just saying, being so appreciative of having, just that messenger, that contact through messenger or via text, even if you don't hear from them again for another couple of weeks or whatever, and that they're there and stuff. So yeah, and they know where we are too, so it's good.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Guys, you've got a change that you'd like to keep?
The way I've been really lucky with my caseload, right, that they're all been in touch with me, they're keeping in touch. I think it's because they might be bored, so they just pick up the phone anyway.
Nothing to do with you.
Oh God, leave me alone, I'll just answer the
like
phone.
The talking clock.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they'll just they'll keep in touch. There's loads of positives to come out of this. There's loads of positives that I think is that I'm hoping that people will appreciate being able to go outside and interact with other young people and other, I think that's and I think they'll be so fed up with the phones, hopefully, and the internet, that they might want to do some activities and stuff like that, and get out and get a job and realise, and go out and do some training, go out and get some education. So they might want to push themselves, and this acts as a wake-up call to kind of go in, well, I don't want to do this the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on there, and hopefully some kind of identifying that there is more to it than just sat at home you know, playing on the Xbox or whatever it is that they're doing, you know, and that's just something that I hope that comes out of this.
It puts life in perspective.
Yeah,
absolutely. And how precious it actually is, you know, and when your personal freedom is being taken away like that, you know.
But even material items, you don't need those things anymore.
No. Back to basics, I think,
One
isn't it? You know,
craving
it's
for
good
the
to
best
get back to
car,
basics.
the best this. You don't need that.
No.
It doesn't matter, does it? In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it has highlighted the importance of that social interaction that we're all craving, you know. And a lot of people, you know, I work with a lot of young people who've got anxiety issues and stuff like that, who are struggling with this, who are really kind of, because it highlights the fact that everyone is just kind of in this situation where they're looking to something else, and that something else is probably going out and going to the park whenever they want and doing those things. So yeah, I hope that's a change. I hope that's what we can get from this, you know, and the kids don't get bored of me, and they kind of want.
As well, like with the anxiety.
By the end, we'll all be on the block list.
Yeah. You know, like you're saying about the anxiety being stuck in, everybody is in exactly the same position, so they're not different. Does that make any sense? You know, they're not being pointed out that there's something wrong because they're not coming out. Everybody's not. Actually they're being a bit more vocal about their feelings and stuff. So, you know, I think it's making it easier for those young people that have those issues, that actually you're all in the same boat as me. Let's talk about it.
They've been empowered to help others.
We've kind of caught up to those who are in this, you know, they have this anxiety all the time anyway. So I know that we've had lots of conversations with, you know, friends and stuff who were like, well, you know, this is what I'm like on a daily basis anyway, you know, and now it seems that everybody is caught up to how I live my life daily, you know, we're all in it together. Really. We're all, you know,
it's made people think about their situation, hasn't it? It's made people think about where they are here and now.
And being lonely has been hard. As much as there's people in the house,
I hate being alone.
It's being lonely, and that is quite a massive emotion that not that I've never dealt with before, because you do in your life, but it's been prolonged, that loneliness.
Yeah.
How about you, Lee? Anything that's changed that you'd like to keep?
I think just reconnecting with some people I lost kind of touch with for a while, having time to phone people, and nothing else though. Nothing else has really changed that much apart from not really going out.
I think I also pick up
studying, that's all I'm doing.
Yeah, it's quite easy just to now text someone and not feel embarrassed about texting them out of the blue.
Yeah.
Just going, oh, how are you doing? You know, and that just that simple thing of going, here, how are you doing? Or sending a text and just saying, yeah, sorry, I've been in touch. How's things with you? What are you up to? And you know,
time to like take calls as well, haven't they?
Pardon?
Everyone's got a bit more time to take calls because, you know, not everyone's working from home. Some people have been furloughed, and people have got a bit more time in their hands.
Yeah, I do feel like that. Like, I've definitely connected more with my family. Like, they're all over the country, but we've got a WhatsApp group. We're doing family quizzes, different things. And I never knew how cheeky and funny all my aunties were, because I'm in this WhatsApp group and I'm like, what?
Whoa.
but it's quite good. So you're learning more about people.
Yeah.
And I think the working collaboratively across the thing. I know, like, the OTAS team and the post-16 Grassroots have been doing a lot of stuff together and things online and stuff, and that's been really helpful. Like, the other day I had a really good chat with Lee and Louise via thing, and that really helped and boosted. And then I was like, yeah, let's go, we got this, we're all together. So I think working across the city more together and working collaboratively, I think that would definitely be a change I'd like to see.
Yeah, because
The youth service has got, sorry.
I didn't, you know, I'd never been involved with the OTAS or any of that side. It's just been, I got to say, which is bad, is like blinkered, grassroots, baby group, Aspie group. And I've been quite blinkered, and doing these food parcels and being involved with everybody is really like, whoa. And I've started chatting to people like Daryl, Sam, that I'd not met before. I didn't know who they were, you know, and they're amazing guys and what they're doing, and they're telling me what you guys are doing. And it's like, whoa, I didn't realise you were doing that, even though I knew it was there, you know, and I knew it was going on, but being part of that and helping, and then you helping us, and I just want, like you said, I want that to carry on when all this is over. You know, we're a youth service, we should be gelling and working together.
Yeah. And like probably some of young people's older siblings might be working with you guys, or the young people we work with now may be working with you guys in the future and stuff. And having that smooth transition and just being across the board. We're all youth workers and we're all here for everyone, regardless.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and plus then bringing your young people into us, because like we're going to be doing so much more when we go back. There'll be something going on near enough every day, and like you guys feeling comfortable to come in and have your young people being in the building, because I know for some people it's like, oh God, who's going to be in there? Is there going to be any trouble? I don't want to take my young person in there because I'm worried that you know, with their emotional state or their anxieties, that's not going to help. But if there's something going on that they enjoy, it'll be easy to bring them in. And like you were saying, the age difference with siblings, we can say to our sibling that they're, you know, that hang on, we've got this on offer, the other way round sort of thing, you know, and that'd be amazing going forward. Yeah,
definitely more promotion of what we're doing, social media, getting it out there, because there's some really good stuff going on in Cardiff, and we need to be screaming it, I think.
Yeah,
definitely. More people can get involved. Like Grassroots saved my life when I was a young person, and look at me now.
Yeah, look at you. You're amazing.
It's all your fault, you guys.
Yeah, but look where you are now.
I think Cardiff Youth Service has got a massive role to play. I think we need to build on it and just keep improving what we're doing and learning from, and that reflective process that we're always talked about. We have to keep doing that and reflecting on what good practice is and how we can join the dots and things like that with other teams and partnerships and stuff like that.
So inspiring young people to be youth workers. Exactly. We need some good youth workers. We need you guys coming up.
There's a lot of potential out there as well.
Yeah, being inspired.
We've just put, I know Grassroots and Post 16 have put four people into the Cardiff Met foundation course, level 2, level 3, and they're on it currently. You know, they're studying from home. Another one's just started as well, or going to start in September. So there's that next generation of youth workers coming through as well, and that's what we want to be producing. And
if you've got an interest in youth work, get in touch with Gareth. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Get in touch with Gareth Bendel.
The details over there. Old Grassroots. Do Grassroots.
Yeah, old Grassroots. Okay, cool. So my last question is just, have any of you learned any new skills during lockdown?
Computers. Digital media.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, confidence as well, 100% of seeing my face on a screen, having to
half of it.
Do that.
Seeing half of your face on the screen.
Right, there you go, better. You know, doing this now, before lockdown, you guys know what I'm like. No, I don't want my photo taken. I don't want to do this. It freaks me out. I've been like that. And James used to say to me, come on, you've got to do it. You know, you're doing this, you're doing it. And I'd be like freaking out. Now I'm quite comfortable. Like, okay, I was nervous with the story, but I did it, you know, and that confidence has been massive for me.
As well, aren't you?
Pardon?
You do one every week now as well, aren't you?
Yeah. And, you know, I'll do like little bits with the story now because I'm a bit more confident that I don't care what people think. I want the kids to enjoy this.
Be dressing up in costumes.
This is Doubtfire.
Brilliant. Yeah.
How about you, Lee?
I don't think I have learned anything really.
No new skill?
Patience.
Just knew everything already.
I haven't had time to do anything different.
No. Yeah, you got uni, haven't you?
Yeah. Ask me next month. I finish in like 2 weeks, so I'll dedicate some time to learn and play guitar or something like that.
Yeah, cool. We look forward to it. We'll encourage
I'd
you.
take me years and years, but
Juggling. Do some juggling.
Juggling. I've been trying juggling.
Yeah.
It's happening. How about you, Guy? Any new skill you've learned?
cooking.
No,
Cooking.
but I have ordered myself a set of CDJs or DDJs.
What's that?
CDJs, yeah.
Oh, Dex.
So decks.
Oh, yeah.
Also, so I've ordered some, but because of lockdown, they'll probably get you when lockdown's over. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on them.
What's your DJ name?
I don't know.
DJ Gaza?
Yeah,
GB Gaza.
Pendle Bum Dance. That's what I am.
That's it, bum dance.
Pendle Bum Dance.
Dan would love that.
Yeah. Bum Dance Pendle. That's it. Well, yeah. Anything. I don't mind. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to
What
that.
about you?
New skills on lockdown.
You're learning
Flat
music.
pack furniture. Sorry.
You're learning to do the music tech stuff, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. So doing that, yeah. The music production course, I mean, I'm not, as I've said it a couple of times, I'm not really that techie at all. So, and I'm working from like 3 different laptops. I think I wake up in the morning with one under my arm and I go to bed at night with another one under my arm, and it's just technology everywhere. But yeah, that's pretty taxing, I gotta be honest. But yeah, that flat pack furniture. Yeah, just a few things. I don't know what else. Yeah, what patience, to have more patience, to try to be less chaotic in my mind. You know, I'm trying to work in a little bit more structured way. It doesn't always go to plan. You know, but yeah.
I feel like I'm like getting into like media and Facebook, YouTube, stuff like that. Like Louise was saying, not really being like confident with it, but now I'm like, just give it a go. We got nothing to lose, like.
Yeah,
so why not?
Absolutely.
It's going well, I think.
And we're all in the same boat, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It is what it is. We got to do it, or we're going to be left behind and be even more lonely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Cool. So thank you guys for joining me for COVID
Right.
conversations.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to promote? So
Just
we've got.
tune in.
Huh?
Yeah.
Tune in on a Thursday.
The cooking videos. You can have a look.
Okay. So we got cooking videos on YouTube. You can watch Gareth making some fine food.
Sausage rolls.
Louise is doing a story time every
Thursday.
Thursday. You can find the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Lee, you're doing.
Ask a youth worker. Might as well promote the Everest Challenge as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's Friday, that is. Join up. Sponsor us. It's on, I think it's Just Giving page as well. That's for Dale. Do that on the climb. I don't know how many stairs we have to climb, but we have to climb a fair few.
54,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
we'll
have
have the link in the comments. Chat.
Probably all of
Want
the
to promote
above.
anything?
all of it.
Nothing on this cloud channel,
Get
Tash.
involved in all of it, yeah, and food parcels and
On
stuff.
every Thursday.
And
Yeah, if you want, yeah. If you
and
want
your
food parcels,
Mixcloud
get in touch.
channel.
Yeah, if you want food parcels, get in touch with your mentor and they'll try and sort it out for you.
Yeah.
Your mix
And
channel,
just-
Ash.
The what? My mix channel.
Channel, yeah.
Well, my mix clouds. I haven't done anything on there this month, but yeah, I will have something going up soon. So I've got a DJ mix cloud page. And I put all my music up on there. So yeah,
Really good.
Gareth will be joining us soon.
We'll get some tips first.
We're going to be in competition.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, we got lots of different stuff going on, really, haven't we? Just get involved with it all, you know. If you're at home, bored, not doing anything.
But we're contactable every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, brilliant, guys. Thank you so much. It's been lush to speak to you all.
Yeah.
Thank
Stay in
you.
touch, everyone.
See you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.